Let's bring in NewsNation senior national security contributor, retired Lieutenant General Richard Newton. Always great to talk to you. So we've talked about this all week. It has now happened. What is Israel communicating here? They appear to have responded, but it also appears to be limited.
It was indeed, Nichole. It was a limited surgical strike last night that sent a very strong message to Iran that based on their attack Saturday night, which in my estimation was the largest attack in the Mideast that I've seen in my memory anyway, that's not going to go unabated. And so Israel last night did a surgical limited strike at what appears to be a military facility in the Isfahan region, which is home to their nuclear weapons production capability. Their drone manufacturing facilities is in the region. They have a anti-missile, anti-aircraft defense capabilities there, led by the Russian S-300 anti-aircraft missile defense system. But Israel went and struck that region. That part of Iran, which is just south of Tehran. They've sent a very strong message, but interestingly enough, neither side wants to escalate the tensions anymore. It's been fairly muted from Iran. Israel really hasn't either confirmed or denied the attack. Nonetheless, I think everyone's holding their breath right now, but Israel needed to do some offensive action, which they carried out last night to reset the strategic balance of the strategic deterrence for not only their domestic population, but also for their adversaries, specifically Iran, but also for their partners in this, the United States, European allies, and even some Arab nations that have been supporting Israel quietly along the way.
You know, so Lieutenant General, they could have hit a lot of different areas. Talk about hitting this specific region. What was the message there?
Well, the message is they wanted to make sure that Iran knew that they could reach out and strike at their will, and they did so. They went after a region that presumably is heavily defended from an Iran's perspective. It's obviously not, since the missiles or the weapons got through last night. They also want to let Iran know that they can go out and target Iran's soil at their choosing. It also was fairly similar to an attack that Iran reportedly conducted back in January of 2023 with drone attacks. So there's a lot to unpack here, but nonetheless, Israel was sending a very strong message. They're trying to go offensively, but in a limited fashion, so that Iran would get the message that they're not going to tolerate 1 ounce of that recent attack that they did on Saturday night. So again, I think all eyes are now on Iran and Israel, but also on the Iranian proxies. I'm keeping a close eye on Hezbollah to the north, up on the Israeli-Lebanon border. They've got very strong capabilities in terms of missiles and rockets and artillery, but so far quiet. So the next several hours, the next several days will be telling in terms of what there'll be more action ensuing from this Israeli surgical strike.
You know, and what about the broader war? Because obviously we cannot forget about what is happening in Gaza. How could what happened late last night potentially impact the war between Israel and Hamas?
Well, that broader war, let's characterize that. There's several fronts that Israel's fighting against. As I mentioned, Hezbollah to the north. They're under constant attack from Hezbollah on the Lebanese side of the border. There's certainly Hamas, that brutal attack they made on the 7th of October. And then you've got unrest in the West Bank. You've got the Houthis, again, attacking shipping in the Red Sea and so forth. And there's those proxy forces from Iran, supported by Iran in both Iraq and Syria. So there's multiple fronts here. But to take the nature of your question, though, Israel has to get back to keeping focus now, or refocus again on Hamas, who the last 4 or 5 battalions of say 10,000 or so militants or terrorists that are holed up in the southern part of Gaza and Rafah. That'll be the next step. And if they're going to be able to finish the job and destroy Hamas, as Prime Minister Netanyahu has promised, and then in turn get the hostages home, all eyes are now going to probably be turning towards Hamas, southern part of Gaza, and as I mentioned, finishing that job.
All right, General Newton, certainly appreciate your insight. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Nichole.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.